I've
Yay.
Alrighty, so today on my end, I'm going to be edge highlighting a bunch of my stuff. I'm going to be doing this guy's eyes here with some Corax white, and the highlights are going to be in black.
So basically, what Neko is saying today, he's going to be edging in blacks today.
Yep.
Because apparently edging is all the rage nowadays.
Yeah, with the Gooners.
I meant in miniature hobbies, you sick pervert.
No, you didn't.
No idea.
So for those of you wondering, Neko, why do you have a pin in your hand? It's to do the eyes. As you can see, use the pin for that eye right there, and next eye is going to be done the same way. So fairly easy. Dip the edge of your pin, the tip of your pin, in the paint.
Edging.
Yeah, just the tip. Man, you could have said it. That's what she said.
Sorry, I had something in my mouth.
That's what she said. And you don't want to fuck that up like that. So real quick.
So there is that approach, or you could do my approach where you use a really thin, fine-edged paintbrush, like Army Painter's The Psycho, and you put a little bit of paint at the end of that, and then you use this little thing called Talent.
Yeah. No comments. But yeah, so that's how the eyes look with the pin method.
Honestly, I started with the pin method. It's fine. It's a good beginning technique. It really is. I just like to give him a hard time. Because when you've been friends for 20 years, there's not much left to do than razz each other.
Exactly. But anyways, so now the eyes are done on this guy. He's the only one that has eyes because he's the only one without a helmet. Because leaders are idiots.
Oh, come on. It's Warhammer. They're not idiots. They walk around with targets on their head.
Exactly.
Like idiots.
So, now
Unless you're an orc, then you don't need the target. Just aim for the big one.
Okay. So now. Oh. That was something. Opened the bottle and it just leaked. So the ratio you said was what?
Like 4-to-1, 5-to-1 paint to water.
Okay, so right now I got 2 so I need
If you want 2 drops of paint in there, then you're gonna want like
1 drop of water.
even less than a drop. You're gonna want to create surface tension between the water droplet and the paint, and that's it. Which sounds a lot easier than it actually is.
Yeah, because right now.
No! Isn't that up?
Because right now I got about 2 drops of water of paint in this.
It's gonna be a waste of paint if you use any more, to be honest.
Yeah. So. Oh. There we go. And now dropper of water and just
try to create some sort of surface tension, that's all.
There we go. And now to mix it up.
There we go, fixed his antenna.
Yays.
I mean, it's definitely crooked, but we can call that battle damage.
There you go.
And also, that was a good lesson for anyone watching. If you want to put minimal pressure as possible, use a pair of tweezers or even the bristles of a dry paintbrush. Because a paintbrush will fold at any pressure, so if you're able to use the bristles to move something, that means you are applying minimal pressure. Anyways, I don't have any viewers, so nobody's really listening to this dumb advice anyways.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be...
Oh, I'd even try to go thinner than that.
Yeah.
Like, by not on the paint, but like on how much you're applying.
Yeah,
less paint on your brush.
Yeah, that's the thing. I like barely had any.
So that's when you're trying to then use a longer paintbrush, like the normal ones that we use, and literally use the edge of the paintbrush itself.
Yeah. Now to dry this guy off a little bit because I dunked them in water to remove that black.
No, that's when the paint's coming out.
Okay, so then I'm gonna need a longer brush. Okay, longer brush it is.
I'll be back.
Do-do-do-do. Go. Let's try. It's a little bit better.
There we go. Fuck. I was stuck in the paint tip. No wonder I wasn't getting any paint out.
angle. Some of that dirt off. There we go.
Yeah, that's better.
Yep.
Use the side of the brush, not the tip of it.
So the reason I'm going black on the edge highlighting is to get that comic cell shading look.
And whose idea was that?
It was yours.
Thank you. What can I say except you're welcome?
And now Disney has 5% of our sharings.
Fuck! God damn it. What the hell is going on? Like, forever or just for this video?
Well, it's Disney. We do. It depends on what their aim is.
They want to shut us down forever. If they want us to shut up just this video. You know what a fun strategy might be? We
What?
can add this thread, start a new one in 30 seconds. Boom! We're fine! Does that loophole work, or am I being an idiot?
Nah, they won't actually care for that 2 seconds.
And if I replace the words, then it's going to be covered under parody law, which both Canadian and American courts have already told Disney they can fuck off on. Parody is legal talk. So I think all I need to do is replace the words. What can I say except I fucked up? Perfectly fine. I think I need a new one of these. I am almost 15 minutes into my video and I haven't painted a goddamn thing. No. Boo.
What'd you do?
This battery's dead. For those wondering, I know the sick fucks out there. It's a Theragun, not a vibrator. Although both would work. So let's get to painting, eh? That actually covers quite well. Okay, so the white paint hasn't gone bad, it's just gone dehydrated. Add some water to it, it is still fantastic.
There you go.
I've also decided to stop painting with my magnifying glass for everything.
Yeah.
Because I've realized it was slowing me down and I was worrying about every minute detail and therefore actually causing more errors than anything else.
Okay.
And I find I'm a better painter when I'm not magnified on everything and worried about everything. Don't try to make everything perfect. Just try to make, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So far, not too bad.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. The antenna is a little bit short, but it adds a little bit of charm to it.
Man, if you were wanting to go the mistakes, add a little bit of charm route on minis, you should have gone orcs.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you sell your friend on Tau.
Sorry, not sorry. But I mean, like, you already had the
The Vespids.
No, I was talking about like the big like fucking mech game that, you know, the game where you put together the giant Japanese mech robots. That's kind of like Warhammer, but not.
I don't have a game like that.
No, you had the figures.
Oh, the gunplays.
Yeah, Gundam. That's it. Gundam. I sold you on them because you had Gundam. And Tower basically Gundam in 40K. Yeah, that look on your face told me I definitely was describing it wrong.
Very much so. And there might be a Gundam-esque Warhammer version in Japan for all we know.
No. The Tau are the Warhammer Gundam. That's what they are.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that there might be a war game in Japan based off Gundam.
Oh. Yeah, maybe. think that's as good as it's gonna get on my white boy.
Definitely loving this.
What? Yeah. I then might do a little bit of cleanup on the red afterwards. But that's the general idea.
Yeah.
So all that fussing for the white for it to be done in 5 minutes of painting. When you're a perfectionist, goddammit. Nico.
I think the people will realize that your mic was stronger on that one than mine.
All the more testament to your magical ways.
Yeah.
You're so good at throwing your voice that you can throw it across the mic.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
No? I swear.
You've been watching too much Jeff Dunham.
Haven't watched him in years. He was funny for a while, then he kind of turned overtly racist, and then...
He was always racist, to be fair.
True, when you relook at that purple puppet now, you're like, oh, that you found him in the Caribbean, eh? Shit. He's one of them. But I wasn't thinking that when I was 16. But it's like he went from overtly racist to less overtly racist to just plain openly racist. And only being welcome in the South. Okay, that one was me. I am pounding my paints.
That's what she said. You were hoping I would say it.
Oh, I laid it to you on a silver platter. Actually had a patient this week show up a bit late to their appointment. Hi, sorry, I'm late. Hi, late, I'm me. Insert my real name here. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm a dad. I got a teenager. It came out automatically, and they were like, oh no, I gave you that on a silver platter. Yeah, how could you not? I'm like, you get it.
I have not. Alright.
That. So I'm fairly certain we remember doing the red, but there's definitely a couple of spots I missed. Oh no, I hadn't done the red because I wanted to liven it up with the bright red after a base of the dark red. And I'm now doing that off camera again. Right, now they're done. No, they're not. Right. No, that's fluorescent red. I want bright orange red. Where's my bright orange red? Put it away. Ah, there it is. Well, I think I'm only going to apply that as a highlight at the end. Nope, I am done. Awesome.
Yay!
So now I'm grenades, right, and knives, and other accents. Yes, I'm on to that stage. All right, so I want the edge grenades to be a dark green, so let's go with the Calibrand green.
Okay, now we just need to do that one final line.
Actually, I want those to be red, but I want them to be green, so I'm going to put... I know what I'm doing. I'm just talking out loud now. That's my process. Okay, so that one is going to be green.
Yeah, this drone is done. Mm. There we go.
Friendly critique if allowed.
Yeah.
It's still a little bit unrefined,
Yep.
but it's a very good start
Yep.
to a new technique that was entirely foreign to you prior to even starting this video.
And that's people how quickly I learn shit.
Oh, don't get ahead of yourself. I didn't call it good. Sorry, that was dickish.
Very.
But no, you're learning. By the end of these, I think the last one will be visibly better than the first one.
Most likely.
Which is fine. That's how you learn.
Besides, from 3 feet away at a table.
Yeah.
These are not going into a miniature painting contest. Unless there's a very amateur level. And even then.
What you could do is pass them off as your kids and enter them in the child level. Then I'm sure you could get some traction, especially for X-year-old.
Yeah, highly doubt.
You don't think that would fly? You don't think an X-year-old would create that good of a looking thing? I've seen your kid. They're creative.
Oh yeah, but not patient enough.
They don't need to know that. Just say it was built over a year and a half.
Now you're stretching it.
Maybe a little. A touch. I need to bring out my deepest of deep reds. Where is it? I need it. My corn red instead of my Mephiston red, because the corn red is going to be used for grenades. Beep 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 beep.
Is your stream even going? Yeah, so King of the Hill's coming back soon.
I saw that. And that was almost immediately followed by the news of one of the cast members' murder.
Yeah. The actor that played John Redcorn.
Yep. Killed by a homophobic neighbor. That burnt their fucking house down. At least they arrested the dude.
Yeah.
Right, that's the corn red. And last, I think I'm gonna put the shrapnel grenades as just a plain metallic. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Nope. Iron Hands, Iron Warriors. We have that out, right?
Hmm?
We have Iron Warriors out, right? It's a metallic.
Oh, that's stuff where I saw it earlier.
Gunmetal. Heavy Manta, let's see. Because I think Iron Hands would be a little too bright. I want to highlight it in Iron Hands.
I'm sure I saw it earlier.
Better solution. Lead Belcher. I'm going to highlight them in silver. I'm really going to bring them up. Well, maybe not silver. Maybe gunmetal. Hey, Lynn, joke time.
Hmm?
How do you know a joke is a dad joke?
How?
When it's apparent. Oh, come on. That warranted better than just a shaky head. The hell, man.
Because it's a very old one.
Fine. Nope. Nope. I like my original plan better. The explodey ones will go in red, and the ones that I previously put in red are going to go in black. So, hello, Cornred, my old friend. We've come to fuck with you again.
Keep that to Slanesh.
I wasn't done yet. I was gonna go on about how let the blood flow because we are breathing. Kill legs go thrones because they are dying. Skulls for the skull throne. Alright, I'm done. Ah! Peter died.
Oh no! Yeah, so this Switch 2 is finally out.
Yeah. Did you hear about the GameStop disaster in California?
No?
So, there's a GameStop distribution center
Mm-hmm.
that was stapling instead of.
Oh,
using-
that, yeah.
Yeah. Stapling the receipts on the boxes instead of using a sticker.
Yep.
And broke the screens of several hundred switches. Oops.
Which makes you wonder, like, why is the screen to the Switch that close to the box?
No, and that's it. Like, it's an idiot at the distribution center issue, but it's also definitely a packaging issue. The screen shouldn't be literally behind one piece of cardboard.
The entire console shouldn't be, but yeah. But yes, but also apparently the only game on launch that is actually on the physical cart is Cyberpunk 77.
All the other ones are purely digital?
All the other games that you purchase are just digital licenses. You pop the game in and you have to download the game.
Oh, yeah, no, I knew that already. It's the most bullshit thing ever. The cartridge no longer contains the game. It just contains a license to allow you to play the game.
Yeah.
What's even worse about that is the game can only be installed on one console at a time. So if you're sharing the game with a friend, once you give them the cartridge, you can no longer play the game yourself.
Yeah.
Which honestly kind of makes sense if you were still playing with physical games,
Yeah.
but you're not.
Yeah. Yeah, because you have to have the game on, like, the cartridge in the machine to have it work. That's the thing. Yeah. But yeah, that one is something that they took out from Xbox's playbook. Because a lot of the Xbox games, the current generation of Xbox, that's what they did. The disc is just a storage for the CD key to activate the game.
And not even activate, to download.
Yep.
Meanwhile, PlayStation's made sure that Nintendo's the only holdout on the exclusive front now.
Yep. Because a lot of their games are heading over to PC.
Well, that's it. It's the deal that because like Microsoft has been making all of their exclusives non-exclusive since last year.
Yeah.
And they said going forward, all of our exclusives will be available for PlayStation, should PlayStation want to run them. So they're not participating in the exclusive market anymore.
Yeah.
Which, if you listen to their mentality, actually makes a lot of sense, because they're trying to move away from the just plain console market, and the next Xbox will literally just be a gaming PC that is geared and not prioritized, but efficientized, or whatever the name. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
spec'd out.
Spec'd out to game. And it won't even be running off of an Xbox operating system anymore. It's going to be a Steam. So basically, if it's on Steam, it's going to be on Xbox. You're just going to be playing it on a spec'd out for gaming computer that you won't have the ability to upgrade, but you will know for a fact that everything that's released for that one is spec'd out and prioritized and maximized to the best of that ability.
Yep.
Which definitely has some fucking positives to it.
Yep.
Now PlayStation went, nah, we'll still do the console thing, but that's not a bad operating way, and it's eventually what PlayStation will have no choice but to move to on the PlayStation 7. Because I don't think they'll be able to pull it off for the PlayStation 6 unless they switch all of that development direction like right the fuck now. Which is possible. Like, don't get me wrong. Sony's got the resources to do it. But
Yeah.
at that point, it's really like, okay, why are you building consoles anymore? Just develop the games. Let people play however they want.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. With the consoles, at least, is that you still have that physical media.
Optimized. The word I was looking
Yeah.
for is optimized. All right. Yes. Go on.
Because that's the thing. That's the one thing with game preservation is with everything going digital. Once a game goes dark or is unlisted, it is almost unless you save it to somewhere, archive it, whatever, it is gone forever.
Which is why my copy of the Deadpool video game is actually worth a couple of $100.
Yep.
By the way, I'm willing to sell that. Best offer. Go ahead. Starting bid's $200. Let's go, people. That's not a joke, by the way. If anybody wants it, $200. Let's go. I am fully willing to part ways with it. It holds no place in my heart. 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 What a strange word. Heart. Almost like you're spitting. Here. Here. No? Right. I'll stop now. Charcoal red. Charcoal. Sleep and you make good beer. Did you know it was Al Capone's favorite beer?
Yep.
Man, I learned that from one of their like 57 different marketing campaigns based off of that one fact.
That I think you mentioned it in Boardwalk Empire at one point.
Yeah. Which that show did a surprisingly good amount of studying and put as many real facts in there as possible whilst it's still staying an obvious dramatization.
Yeah.
But like they did good. They did. They did do good.
And seeing Steve Buscemi in a serious role, that's pretty good.
Buscemi's always been an outstanding actor. He's just been the type that, I have no reason to do anything else than passion projects.
Yeah.
Like, the dude was a firefighter until his late 20s, early 30s. He's not the type that wallows in the, or goes searching for the fame. He's just doing it because he enjoys it. So, every project is a passion project.
And I mean, hanging out with your buddy Sandler.
Who? Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was friends with Sandler.
He's been in a lot of Sandler movies.
Fair. You're right, he has been. He's also been in a lot of Tarantino movies. So as far as high-placed friends in Hollywood go, the guy's fucking set.
Yep.
Feeling snackish, but I have no snacks. Bitch.
That's a you problem.
It is. Last day at work tomorrow.
Yeah, you told me already.
I'm both looking forward to it and dreading it. At least this is a job I'm leaving on good terms on.
Yep.
Not that they didn't want me, it's just my contract is literally up. That's literally all it is. So, yeah, we'll see. Don't smoke, kids. It's bad for your health.
There we go. Piece. There we go.
Right. Now to paint the metal accents on the gunnings. And for this, I think I'm going to use lead filter. And what I'm using here to shake up my paint is known as your mom's vibrator. She left it here last night. Wonderful tool.
I don't know. Your mom said it wasn't enough for her.
Oh. Well, I wouldn't know. My mom doesn't come visit. If you're having fun, go ahead. I mean, she's a lovely lady.
That's all dirt.
Yeah, it's going for the cartoony look. I like it, but like me, when I first started doing this, there's gonna definitely need to be some cleanup work afterwards.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Means you can just go on the places that really need cleaning up with maybe some lining up with some tape, going a little bit of red on top, and then maybe adding some neon red on top of that.
Yeah.
It's a learning curve. Like for me, it took me a while. It's my edge highlighting at first is like, let's just say there's a reason I picked orcs as my first guys. Because if you fuck up, it's part of their orc charm. If you don't fuck up, yay! But no, it's a really good start. I like the concept and how you're going for all the lines and stuff, making it stick out. I really do dig it.
Yeah, going with the Wind Waker type of cell shading.
Ooh, I like that.
So a little bit thicker lines. So.
And it's that simple. 9 more to go. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4, does that have one? Number 5. Actually, I'm going to keep the guys with 4 grenades to the end. Number 4, 5, 5, 5. Wait a second. I'm supposed to have 10 guys. Where's my 10th guy? I'm missing a guy.
That's what she said.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where's my 10th dude?
What color was he again?
He should be black.
You sure he's not purple?
Pork joke. Well, I can appreciate it. 5. Six.
So apparently a lot of people are disappointed that Christopher Judge is not going to play the live action Kratos.
I mean, I get it. He's a little bit too old.
And he can't walk anymore.
What?
Yeah, he mentioned it. I don't remember where, but he apparently, well, he can walk, but with very, very difficulty.
I wasn't aware of that. Okay, then yeah, it makes zero sense to have him as a live-action Kratos.
Well, there's that, and also the fact that you have to whitewash him.
I was trying to avoid that one, but yes, there's also that. He is not the... Diversity is good, and I want it everywhere where it absolutely should be. But when you are talking about the character of a Greek god, he should look Greek.
Yep. Like, not to say he wouldn't be a fantastical job at doing it.
Oh, no, absolutely not. But he's not the first person I think of when I think live-action Kratos.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris. I love you. Been loving you since your Teal'c days. But that's not the live-action role for somebody, for you, specifically for you.
Yeah. But he did state that as much as he wanted to, he wouldn't be taking it regardless, so...
Well, there you go. So why are fans upset? Like, even Chris gets it.
Yeah.
I swear, some people just want to be upset of everything.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty much it.
I mean, Savior... We live in a world with a lot of shit wrong in it. Savior being upset for shit that actually matters.
Yeah.
Preferably for shit that matters and that you can't affect, but every once in a while, you're allowed to get mad at just the general state of things. That's allowed. Just don't obsess over it. That can get problematic.
Yep.
And yes, I know who these were. The mouth of.
You know the irony of what you're saying.
Yes. I know that these words are coming out of me right now, which is kind of ironic. I'm aware.
He's become self-aware, people.
It's called working on yourself. And it's a good thing. And if you're not in a situation of change, see what you can do about becoming in a situation of change. You're allowed to change your situation. And yes, I'm fully aware, also much easier said than done. But nothing worth doing is ever easy. And on that, I think we can both agree.
Yeah.
Hence, Warhammer minis. This shit ain't easy. My fucking god. Forgive me, Father, for I knew not what I was doing when I started this hobby.
Otherwise, have you picked up Borderlands 2 for free on Steam?
Nah. Never been my thing.
Yeah, fair enough. But apparently people are pissed because of the end user agreement. There's some very wonky shit in it.
Explain.
Don't quite remember the specifics of it, but there is mention that regarding streaming it and whatnot in it, which is supposedly very restrictive.
That is bullshit.
Yeah.
We want you playing our game, but we don't want you showing other people that you're playing our game because we don't want video footage of our game out there. Kind of screams, we know our game is shit and we don't want evidence.
But the worst part of all is, like, how long ago has Borderlands 2 been out?
Yeah. It's like, listen, it's a decade-old game. We know it's gonna look like shit. Let us just play it. We're not counting it. It's like, the cell shaded made it actually age well. Let us play it. No. End rant. almost done. A couple of retouches on the red, and then it needs a wash, and then they're done. Yay!
There we go. Boom. An actual guy.
Oh! That looks cool! Especially with just a touch of cleanup afterwards, just to make the edges a little sharper.
Yeah.
That's gonna look fucking awesome, dude. I was questioning it on the drones, to be honest, but no, that looks fucking sweet. I apologize for doubting.
Because that's the thing, the drones unfortunately don't have that much angles compared to the actual guy.
Yeah. Alright, enough of those. Although the wash could wait. No, I want a different wash than the overall wash that I'm gonna do. Some dark going on like grenades. I was debating whether or not to go for color accent washes on the overall washes or to do a solid color.
Mm-hmm.
I've decided to do a solid color for the entirety. To really, it's like, yes, these guys are different colors because they're from different legions. They're one unit. They've all been at the same place.
Yeah.
It's the same thing I'm gonna do when I get started on my guard army. Which is gonna be one insane beard, you're absolutely crazy and asking for trouble kind of project. I'm planning on painting a 2,000 to 3,000 point guard army in one go. It's either going to be a huge success or a descent into madness. Maybe both. Tune in and watch. 7. Eight. Nine. Ten. All right. Grenades are done.
Woot woot.
Now I can actually start going with the individual units and their markings. This might get a little bit fun. But it means I'm going to take passes because I need to research shit because I don't know what all 10 of them look by default. Are you kidding me? Fuck off. For those wondering, is he always this rude? Yes. Alright, fifth up, Dark Angels. Betty Bone. It's going to be simple enough. But don't have a knife to accent. Yeah. Alright, cool. So I don't really need the red. Pay no attention to the fools.
This might be my last guy for today because it's already 3:40.
We started a bit late.
Yeah.
You can't stay a bit late?
I mean, I could try to.
You are more than welcome to. I wouldn't mind doing a couple of these color schemes today. Where's my droplet? Oh, there's the droplet. Oh shit, you're already on guy number 3. Good for you, man.
Yeah, so I already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 6 to mini.
Okay, you've put in some work.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. I get it. For this, I'm actually going to use my magnifying glass. Is there tape on your side of the table?
No.
Shit.
It's right over there.
No, I went smaller tape.
Oh.
Right. I was hoping not to have to use any of this stuff. Because plain masking tape will do for what I'm looking for. Have no. Everybody but. Okay. Freehand, baby. Let this drive over.
Let's do one more.
Awesome. I honestly feel like I'm going to continue because I'm in the groove right now. And I want to knock out a couple of these. Because this is the fun part. Now I get to add like the Legion markings and stuff like that.
Can I use a different head on this guy? Huh. I think I did. Oh well. Shit, no.
Caliban green. Watch the radiant sea. Oh, I saw a orc on Reddit, I think, this week.
Mm-hmm.
That just made me laugh my ass off.
Yeah.
Custom orc army, like the designing every orc a little bit differently type thing.
Yep.
And one of his orcs was Bork Ross. Afro and everything.
Nice.
I thought it was quite good. Happy little explosions. Okay, maybe I might not go. Keep on going. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, here's where I'm going to go ahead and do the tape. Let's see, suck it. I'm cheating. But is it really cheating if all you're doing is using the tools at your disposal?
It depends on the context.
That's fair.
Using tape to pin many? No. Using steroids to win an open game? Yes.
Very fair. At the same time, I saw a meme during the last Olympics that I thought made a lot of sense.
Let everyone use steroids?
No. Create a different set of Olympics just to see how far the human body can actually go.
Yeah, I saw that one. It's hilarious. It is funny.
I'd like to see that. Like, straight up. Is it dangerous for the athletes? Yes! Are a few people gonna die? Probably. Is it gonna be entertainment? I mean, that's what the original Olympics were supposed to be, right? Entertainment? Am I going too far with this?
A little.
Okay. I guess the masses aren't ready for gladiator combat yet. Not that I truly blame them.
Yeah, but technically gladiatorial combat back in the day was just wrestling.
Yeah. Very, very rarely did people actually die. There was weapons, but it was more of a show than anything else. And that is a fact that very few people actually realize. So good job, Neko. You are a little more intelligent than I previously perceived.
You're talking to someone who studied ancient history.
Yeah, but just because you studied it doesn't mean you were good at it.
Better than most people.
Oh yeah? Name me one fact about ancient history.
I already gave you one.
Alright, I said the Berkshire that one's on me. Did I purposely reenact the meme? Maybe. Are we a generation that communicates in memes? Yes. Yes, we are.
But yeah, no. Another fun fact. The movie 300, it is technically based off true events, but they were very exaggerated in the movie.
Oh, fuck yeah. Here's the thing. I always thought of the movie as being told, like, it's the very last scene. He's telling the story around a campfire. It's a campfire story with the right things exaggerated to sound good and rouse the men for the battle in the morning. That's what it is. That's why there's so many things that are like, oh, that can't possibly be it. It's because he's exaggerating purposely for for the purpose of good storytelling. And that's what a lot of people don't realize.
Yeah.
It's like, it's supposed to be grandiose. This is the lone survivor of that first battle telling you how it went in order to prep you for the next battle.
Yeah, long story short, not as many Persians were killed in that in that battle.
No, because it was bottlenecked, and it's like after a while the Persians just went, if we keep on going, yes, they're going to kill us all, but we're not dumb enough to just keep on going.
Well, there's that, but there's also the fact that they were truly that there was that path that was used against them, but that was a lot quicker than the movie let on, because it is based off a comic book by Frank Miller.
Yes, not based off of the real story, which Leonidas saw his defeat on the second morning. So they held out for one day, which still pretty fucking fantastic, honestly.
Yeah.
The movie also hugely underplayed the importance of the roughly 5,000 free Greeks that joined them.
Yep.
So it wasn't just 300 men, it was 300 Spartans, because as the comic book in the movie depicts, the Spartan council prohibited the King Leonidas from actually going out to battle, but he went out for, and it wasn't a walk, it was a declared excursion, and it wasn't a spur of the morning thing.
Yeah, no, that was exaggerated.
Yeah, it was.
The council didn't give a shit, actually.
Okay. But it was a declared excursion that was planned several weeks ahead of time. And then when other free Greeks heard of it, they decided to join along the way, if I recall.
Yeah. Well, that's done. I'm gonna call it here.
Yeah.
Still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm gonna go for maybe a little bit more, but the hyper focus is starting to wear off a little bit.
Yeah, this one's definitely gonna need some cleanup, but it still looks cool.
Yeah. This guy is almost ready for a varnish and then the weathering process. Almost ready.
This guy definitely has a different head, different helmet.
Oh, dude! Ow! Fuck!
I'll have to check if it was.
Goddamn dog! Oh! You just sacked me! Fuck off!
You heard it here. Dog sacks man.
Alright, I'm gonna call it a day, y'all.
Yeah, same here. Thank you for joining us, and have a good one.